I think most humans have in them the capacity to commit murder.
Say your name for the record.
Susie Alcra.
What does that mean? Does that have a meaning?
It's just her.
What does it mean? Say it to me. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Could you answer the question, please?
It's a Lord's name.
What does the law stand for?
Oh, that's Arabic for God.
You're under the influence of any drugs right now?
I'm on medication.
Are you pleading guilty to accessory after the fact to involuntary manslaughter? And the state's going to dismiss another felony for obstructing justice.
A teenager was dragged through these woods toward a late-night ritual of death. An eyewitness said the victim, Gary Lowers, was forced to pray to Satan as he was repeatedly stabbed to death. 2 young men were arrested. James Troiano was found innocent last month, but his alleged accomplice never made it to trial. Ricky Casso committed suicide in jail the day after his arrest. Despite numerous signs that Casso was into Satanism and rock music associated with devil worship, police steadfastly refused to label this case satanic.
Walk-in killings. The suspect, Richard Ramirez. And the question is, did the band AC/DC drive him onto a personal highway to hell?
Who's Satan?
To describe this story as horrifying would be an understatement. And if that sounds like a warning, then that's exactly what it's meant to be.
Be made to do things with the adults and the animals, and then a sacrifice would happen.
The sacrifice, were these animal sacrifices?
Animals and people.
She was left in the care of this woman, the grandma she called Nan. And that, she says, is when her torment started. Who was the leader? Who was the boss of the gang, of the cult?
At home it was my nan.
Your Nan made you have sex with animals?
Yeah. Like goats and donkeys.
We are certain that Satanism exists. To some, it's a religion. To others, it's the practice of evil in the devil's name.
Everybody around you's in the coma.
It was like going deeper and deeper and deeper into an abyss. There was no end. It was like a bottomless pit of horrors.
It's called black metal music and encourages devil worship and the desecration of churches.
This is the type of music believed to be responsible for a wave of attacks on churches in Northern Europe. Called black metal music, it's overtly anti-Christian and synonymous with satanic worship. This church in Bergen, Norway was burnt to the ground. In all, 13 Norwegian churches have suffered a similar fate. Call themselves names such as Mayhem, Dark Throne and Cradle of Filth. The lyrics are often difficult to make out, but often carry a sinister message.
This is wow.
Varg Vikenes, født 11.2.73, dømmes til en straff av fengsel i 21 år.
Vikenes ble dømt for overlagt drap. I tillegg ble han dømt for å ha tent på Holmenkollen kapell i Oslo, Skjold kirke i Rogaland, Åsane kirke i Bergen og for forsøk på ildspåsettelse av Storetveit kirkes klokketårn i Bergen.
Women in California breathed a sigh of relief when this mass murderer was caught. But now, in a bizarre twist, many are begging for his attention and his affection.
Somebody was calling and she was giving me death threats and saying, you're gonna die.
Why? Because you're a friend of Richard?
I suppose so, and you better stay away from Richard and blah, 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 blah.
If I wanted to have attacked her or beat her up, I would have. And I could. But I didn't. And I won't. So she's just making that up. She's exaggerating everything.
Francisco County Jail. At the center of the storm, one of the most loathsome bits of human scum ever to stain the pages of American criminal history. Small-time porno model named Kelly Marquez. The other, Christine Lee. Both have provocative photographs of themselves floating around the jailhouse. Both have reportedly caused violent disturbances. The judge, however, said she found both women less than credible and threw them out of court.
Can you see why anyone may think you're a little obsessive with Richard?
No, I don't.
Are you obsessive with Richard?
No.
Do you admit to being evil, Richard?
We are all evil in some form or another. Are we not?
Square in the center of the line. Number 2, in a loud, clear voice, repeat this statement. Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.